guys, it's Saturday and this weekend is Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. So I thought I'd just put a little video together of how I'm working my pies. I make lots of pies. I've made lots of pies over the years for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and people seem to like my pies. I don't eat my pies particularly, but because apple's not really one of my things, but I thought I'd put it together so I could just show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to start here with the topping, and I've got 2 cups of flour in here. Kind of a cold morning in Ontario. Okay, so my 2 cups of flour, I'm going to add 2 cups, so I'm in equal portions, 2 cups of brown sugar. I don't want to add anything else other than butter, softened butter or melted butter inside of this. Sometimes I eyeball it, I don't even measure, but since you're here with me, I'm going to measure. Because you might be saying, girl, well, how much are you putting in there? I don't know. Sometimes I just don't measure shit. I had to go out this morning to get this brown sugar because my son used all the brown sugar that I had for the smoker. So he was smoking some meat, and so I'm just going to mix this around. And he stole all my brown sugar. So I had to run out. But I had to run out, and I ended up getting a whole bunch of other crap that I didn't realize that I still needed. And I still have to go back out because I don't have a tablecloth. Because this year, guys, I'm using paper plates. Ooh. Paper plates and plastic cutlery because, although I was going to do it Sunday, which still would have been the same. I have to get up at 4 o'clock the next morning anyway. But I'm doing it Monday because my brother-in-law wasn't able to attend Thanksgiving with us. And so I'm going to do it on Monday so that he can have a nice Thanksgiving dinner with the family. Okay, so I've mixed all that together. Now I'm just going to eyeball the brown sugar. Or, sorry, the butter. It's early morning, guys. And here's my coffee, and I barely touched it. So I need to wake up a little bit. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this at a time, and I'm going to mix it until I get the right consistency that I want. I want to be able to put it in a ball and have it hold in my hand. So that's what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to pack this on top of my pie, and then I'm going to cook it covered with this tin foil, covered for the first half hour or so, and then I'm going to uncover it. And after I uncover it, I'm going to spritz it with water every now and again. Then when we pull it out, it's going to have a kind of top to it, right? And everybody seems to kind of like that little bit of a crunch. See, I'm not there yet. Not there yet. But that's the topping. And then next I'll put the pie. Because listen, guys, I ain't no Palm Beach, and I'm not Martha Stewart, so I got ready-made pie crust. And that's what's going to go into these pie plates. And I can make my own pie crust, but it comes out very thick, and sometimes it's just not good. So I'll just use the ready-made ones. Okay, I think I'm good there now. I'll show you. So I'm watching here, I don't know if you can see that, Journey to the Center of the Earth. It's not the Brendan Fraser version of it. It's a Pat Boone version of it. It's like almost a musical too. And yeah, it's just not what I expected, but it's the original. So, okay, so this is what I want. I want it to clump together when I'm holding it. So we're there. And then I'm just going to put that on the top of the pie. So I'll be right back, and let me just get the pie crust in there and the apples. I already peeled the apples. You don't need to see that. I'm sure all y'all saw people peeling apples. You probably peel your own frickin' apples, but that's what I'm doing here. Okay, I'll be right back when I got the pie crust in the pie plate. All right, so I had the issue with the pie crust. As far as I know, Pillsbury is the only one that makes the pre-rolled pie crust. I don't know if there's any other brand that does it, but we'll start with this one here. And I always make like a crisscross. So I wrap these suckers up. And then whatever drips out of this, if there's anything, will go into the tin foil so that when I take this out of the oven, I can take the tin foil off the bottom of it, and my pie looks nice and clean, and there's nothing, spilt, because usually it wipes up pretty good. So now the fun starts. I'm going to put in the apples. And we went apple picking a couple weeks ago, and we picked these apples ourselves. And let me just say this about the pie crust. I was unrolling it, and it was breaking off. So it sounds like it was too dry or something. But we just got these pie crusts at Zehrs last week, so I don't know why it's doing that. So we go apple picking, and we leave the apple place. 5 minutes down the road, we're stopped at a light. Somebody hits us. So we go get an estimate on the car, $5,400. Had to buy a new car seat because once you're in an accident, you have to replace the car seat. And I just got my car back yesterday, so I was just mentioning to Peter that, you know, you're the one that gets inconvenienced when you have something like that happen, because you have to deal with the car rental company, and then you got to get the quotes, and then you got to go blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so, yeah, happy Thanksgiving to the guy that hit me. I mean, shit happens, right? But I wasn't too impressed with the fact that you're the one that has to go through everything, right? So, I mean, Pete had to take me to go get the estimate, and, you know, and then they did pick me up. Enterprise, I gotta give a shout out to Enterprise, because they pretty good. They picked me up and brought me back, you know, so that was kind of nice. I didn't have to inconvenience anybody else yesterday to, stupid apple, to come and get me. So, I'm feeling pretty full, because they are gonna go down another. See what I mean about the pie plate, pie shell? It just kept all breaking and ripping, and so, but you're not really gonna see it. And I don't do anything fancy with this pie. I mean, other pies, if I top the pie, then I'll do something a little bit different. But yeah, pile all the apples up there as much as I can. I know one time I had a pie that was like this, and you couldn't even cut it. I thought, you learn as you go, right? So, anyway, we get in this accident, and nobody got hurt. Jackie's lip started bleeding because her cell phone was in her face when we got hit, and it did whack her in the mouth. So, this is it. So tomorrow, I was going to have Thanksgiving, so we switched it to Monday, but either way, I have to work the next morning. So, but tomorrow Monday I have to work. But Jackie will be home, get everything all started, so I'm prepping everything. These pies will go into the freezer, and you know what? So what, guys? You take it out of the freezer on Monday morning, and she's going to cook it up for me, so, yeah. Because I'm not going to wait any longer, because I need to prep this shit because I got to work. So, there we go. I'm going to use up all these apples, I guess. I don't know. They might go down to mush, or maybe I won't, because I didn't make that much of a topping. Look, I'm saying maybe I won't, and here, I keep putting it in there. Okay. Today, I can only prep for a little bit because I have, excuse me. I got the baby coming back at about 11, and we're heading out to Rondo Park to go trick-or-treating with Aunt Judy, Uncle Dave, John, Carolyn, the kids, and Grace is going to go trick-or-treating. Here's his costume. Well, here's the hat anyway. Kind of cool, eh? Takes after Graham with his hat. Anyway, he's going to be Chase, and I was going to go as a Scarecrow, but I found myself a Peppa Pig Brothers toy dinosaur. And I think Grace will like that. I don't think that's something that he's going to be afraid of. Okay, so now we're going to put the topping in there. Trying to go fast here, guys. Sorry, because I don't want this like a run-on crappy video. But okay, so I keep one hand off to the side and to kind of catch what's falling. And I just go around the pie like that. And then I'll pack it. You know what? I think I'm going to have to make more of this. Because, okay, so you can kind of see here. I just pack it in there. Maybe I need more butter. So this chick here is in the movie. I still don't know if you can see it, but she's wearing a long ass dress all the way down to her ankles because of the time that the movie is based on. And she's in the center of this volcano, in the center of the earth. Yeah, Pat Boone. Yeah, singing. I don't know. This is a weird one, but I kind of left in the beginning of it because I had to go and get this stuff. So, I don't know everything that happened. I don't know how that woman ended up down there. So it's a little bit different, like I said, than the version I'm used to. And then I think The Rock did the part 2 of the Journey to the Center of the Earth was, I can't remember, no, it wasn't Atlantis. They were on an island or something with a bunch of critters, I think. Okay, so I'm packing it, I'm pushing it down. Okay. And that's the first one. The little bit of the apple kind of pokes out. I don't know if I got OCD or what, but I kind of like to have it all covered. And you get when you cut into this, you get like, because it's so crispy. Okay, so there's one. And, oh, he's going to sing again. I like these old movies, you know. This is like a Technicolor. It's not black and white. I don't mind the black and white either. I love getting up on Saturday mornings and putting something old on. I like that. You know, get the Rifleman and some of the old stuff on the antenna TV. This is on one of the movie channels. I don't know which it is, but I found it and I thought it was the Brendan Fraser one. And I thought, okay, well, I'm making the apple pie. I can watch that, but now I'm kind of hooked. Now they're got these big mushrooms and they're going to eat them. Probably get stoned. Like that time that I had that marijuana tea after I had my knee replacement. My son ordered marijuana tea from the government website. And it was just after my surgery and I couldn't sleep. And so he made me this tea that's supposed to calm you and help you sleep and whatever. Yeah. 3 hours later, I'm saying, I gotta go. I'm going to bed. I'm going to take half an Oxy because I was having some pain. And I want to sleep, right? Because after you have your knee replacement, you're not sleeping. So I took half the Oxy. So 3 hours after I drank the tea, and I'm like, this tea ain't working for me. So, you know, screw off. I'm going to take the Oxy and I'm going to bed. So I take the Oxy. I drink the dang tea earlier. 3 hours later, I'm stoned. I've never had a drug in my life. This is the first for me, and I was like out there. Yeah. So I'll never do that again. I didn't really sleep. I actually threw up, and it wasn't good. Oh. My first and only experience with any kind of drug. So now I'm going to wrap these up like this, one way, and then I'm going to wrap them this way. And I tuck them. And so the first half hour that I'm baking these pies, guys, they're going in just like that, all folded up like that. And then after half an hour, 40 minutes, uncover them. Just roll the tinfoil down around the plate. And then from there, we spritz them with the water. Just with a little bit of water. If you don't have a little spray bottle, I just put water in a glass and just let it drip from my fingers. And you're just kind of moistening up the top. And then I don't know if that's what makes it kind of crispy and crunchy, but I don't know. They like this pie. I'd rather make something else, but I have a niece that if I don't make this pie, I'm going to hear about it. So I have to make this pie. But I don't eat it. I'd rather have the pumpkin. Well, that's it for me today. That's my prep. I just have to clean the house now. And you guys have yourself a good weekend. And enjoy your Thanksgiving. If you're in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. And if you're in the States, maybe you got time to check this pie out before your Thanksgiving. But anyway, guys, see you later.